Good midnight, everybody. Well, currently midnight while making this video. But today, well, at this very midnight hour, I would like to talk about bullying. Now, I know I made videos about this before, but it's just truly amazing how schools allow this. Like when you think about it, this is something that should be taken care of. And what I mean by taken care of, it shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. It's crazy how this is still a thing that's going on. It's crazy how this is still a thing that's bad going on in school. School. I like prison calling it because that's what it truly feels like. Because think about it. You're in prison. You're going to get an inmate that fucks with you, beats the shit out of you, rapes you, God only knows what. School's almost like the same thing where you're going to get possibly beat up. You know, they're going to take something from you or pick on you or whatever. It's almost the same concept. But I just say to myself, I can't believe schools still allow this type of shit, or what, literally all the hassle you got to go through just to finally expel the bullies. Like, this is something that should automatically be a thing. If somebody's a bully, they should automatically get expelled from the school. They should get a warning. If they continue, they should be expelled. But that's the thing. They get so many slaps on the wrist, and this is why it just keeps going on and on. They see that the bullies basically see that they really don't do nothing about it, so fuck it, I'm going to keep picking on that person, whatever the hell, you know. It's crazy how far behind the education system is, just like basically with mass shootings. You know, you hear schools getting shot up all the time. Like, you would think we would get smarter and be more prepared on what to do to try to prevent that from happening. But it's like, we literally just wait for all this, you know, we wait for all these tragedies to happen to eventually take precaution, when this is something that should have already been addressed from day one. It's like we just wait for the problem until we possibly try to find a way to solve the problem. Just like there's this road, for example, that's dangerous. It's a dangerous road. A lot of people died on this road. It's dangerous, whatever the hell. When do they do something about the road? When they hear about people dying. Instead of doing it ahead of time to prevent people from dying or getting hurt or whatever, they wait until a tragedy happens until they take action. But the funny thing is, well, really, it's not funny. It's fucked up. It's just pathetic how schools allow bullying, because it's like they literally just get a slap on the wrist. It just keeps going on and on and on. If a person's going to keep bullying, the person should be expelled. Now, there are some schools that probably expel them, but it literally, the parents probably had to get involved, complaining to the teacher, not the teacher, maybe the principal, the board of ed, or whatever the hell, the board of ed, you know, filing a complaint. God only knows what hassle they got to go through to finally say, all right, you're getting expelled. Instead of something that should just happen like that. Of course, there should be warnings, but that's the thing. When it's just warnings, people take advantage of those warnings, you know. It should just be something that should automatically be, boom, that's it. You're picking on this person, you're causing this, automatically expelled. Because what may happen by you doing that to that poor person, he or she may commit suicide because he or she gets frightened of showing up to that place every day. Plus, probably just hates coming to that place in general, which is me. I hated coming to that damn place in general, but let alone now I got to come to that place every day, stressed out with school and work and all that bullshit, and now I got to worry about some jackass picking on me, gonna possibly fuck me up or just call me names or just, you know, just whatever. This is something that should just be taken care of right when it happens. And instead, schools just dick around and fucking, it's like they don't care. It's like they don't care. They don't really care for the students. It's all just a fucked up, corrupt fucking game, man. No one cares until it's too late. And even when it's too late, whether you care or don't care, it's too late. The person's gone. Or, you know, whatever, vice versa. I mean, but it's just crazy how we wait. You know, a problem that just starts, instead of taking care of it before the problem gets all the way up to the roof, instead we wait till it gets all the way up to the roof. We know, like, for example, a roller coaster. We know this ride has this type of problem, but you know what? It's still operating, so we're not going to do anything about it until we hear some problems. Oh, somebody got hurt. Oh shit, someone died. All right, yo, we got to shut this right down. Yeah, we got to try to retract this, whatever the hell. We can't get a lawsuit like this, man. Oh my gosh, shit, already someone died. We're going to try to make it safer. We're going to add these features to it, so now that won't happen. But these are things that should have been from the beginning, because now that poor person's dead. But by that person's death, that's where we learn the mistake and we correct it by that person's death, instead of correcting it from day one so no one had to die. If you get my drift, you know? That's the thing. It's like we wait until it's too late. We wait for the last minute. You know, it's almost like your car light, your engine light or whatever, or your brakes or whatever's going wrong in your car. And you say to yourself, it'll be all right for now. And then you keep prolonging it, and eventually it gets to the point where something major starts to happen. You break down or, you know, an axle comes off. I don't know. I mean, but literally, is this what I'm trying to put this as? We just wait. We just prolong shit. And it's like the same with bullying. It's just crazy how this is a thing. You know, it's funny, they have in some schools, like where I was at the time, they have like security where you got to check your bags, or like, you know, you wear a backpack. They won't let you go through unless you have, you know, unless you do a search on your backpack, make sure you don't have no weapons or whatever. But you know, it's funny with all that, and yet there's still shootings going on. But then again, I guess someone just randomly breaks in out of nowhere. But what I'm trying to say is, if they could do that, why can't they prevent bullying? If anything's reported with bullying, they should take action and get the bully out of that fucking building ASAP. Because when that person does it, then another person's gonna, and in this, it's just something that just never gets solved. This is why I look at school as a complete prison, a complete hellhole. Plus his whole life in general. But I mean, the education system is a complete fucking joke. What they teach you, I mean, I'm not saying everything they teach is useless, but the majority of shit's fucking, where the hell are you ever gonna need to know what this, or, you know, all the stupid history shit you learn, where's that gonna get you? You know, who cares? I don't give two shits what happened in the 1800s. I really don't give two shits. And whether I know it or don't know it, in the long run, I'm gonna fucking die, and I'm not gonna remember a fucking single thing. When I die, I'm not even gonna remember making this video at midnight. I mean, you know, like, everything we learn just, it literally just gets washed away. Heck, half the shit I learned already got washed away from when I graduated fucking school, when I got out of that bullshit. That's just to show you right there, all that shit, half I learned, I don't even care. And where does it even matter? I don't even need, you know, I mean, you got to know how to read, you got to know how to add and subtract. Yeah, I agree in that way, but all that other shit, I mean, where are you really going to need that for? You know? Unless you're an accountant and shit like that, it's a little bit different. But you get what I'm trying to fucking say. I mean, half the shit we learn, I say to myself, who the fuck cares? And we got to take a test about this. Like, who the hell cares, man? It's just literally just wasting our times, wasting our fucking days every day being in a fucking, in a prison-looking building. That's what literally the schools look like here. Like a complete prison. The dark, the gray, just the depressing effing look. Like, just looking at it, just it makes me sick, you know? Like, I know I got to go in there every day and learn all this stupid bullshit that I don't even need to worry about in life someday, really. But now I got to worry if I'm going to pass the test about it. There's a test going to be on it, and I got to know all the stupid questions. I got to know I got to know all the stupid answers to the questions of, in the 1800s, Civil War, blah, 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 what was there? You know, I mean, I don't fucking care, man. History is repeating itself, as you can see in Israel. I don't know, man. It's just... It's like, this life's a complete laughing stock, but the thing is, it's not really you know, it's not a joke that's truly funny. It's just it's a humiliating joke, I guess, if that makes any sense, you know. I mean, but it's just crazy. I mean, it's just how still in this life people are getting bullied. Like, it's just crazy. Something, all right, in the past I can maybe understand, but not even. This is something that should have just ended long ago. It's crazy how it's crazy to just say how it's still a thing. You would think life's improving for the better, and yet the school systems are still the fucking same. Still bullying, still this going on. And now it's even worse because with, you know, cyberbullying, some people may get, you know, picked on social media and shit like that. So it's like, today it's even worse because people, once they leave school, at least when they're home, they get some sort of a break, but really not really, because they're still dwelling on the next day, or just in general, every time they go to school, what it's going to be like with that asshole bully. But now on top of that, and then plus having social media where they might find you on there and start saying fucked up shit, female wise, they'll say you're a slut, you'll say you're a hoe bag, whatever. Guys, I don't know, I mean, but a pig, I guess a dog, whatever, which I really could care less if people call me a pig or a dog. I know it hurts more on the female side being called a slut, tramp, all that shit. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, this is social media just adds more fuel to the fire, you know? And it's just, you never really get a break. I almost look at it as a bully should get fucking arrested. It should. I honestly, I look at it as a crime. Because you might possibly make that person end his or her life because you're just bothering him so bad, or her so bad, to the point where he or she just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. And the sad thing is, I can't say I blame those people, but I mean, and the crazy thing is, there's people that just have no, like, heart or remorse, or like the person committed suicide and they're still making fun of that person. Oh, what a bitch, or he's in the grave now, or 6 feet up. I mean, they just make jokes. Like, I seen something where they made a joke about that someone committed suicide, like there was a girl, and they were making fun of her, like they were saying this person's not laying here, meaning in the bed. Instead, she's now laying here, which is, in the grave, in the dirt, 6 feet under. I mean, it's just crazy how heartless people are, man. You're the douchebag that made that person go over the edge. I mean, he physically, I guess, how can you say, you didn't physically like kill the person, like like strangle, but at the same time you mentally killed that person because you just mentally kept going on with him or her, and I guess mentally he or she couldn't take it to where that's where it ended up, I mean, but it's crazy. I mean, if I got to made anyone do that, like if I made someone's life so miserable to the point where he or she takes their life, I would feel absolutely terrible inside. I don't know how I would live with myself. I would never want to do that to anybody. I couldn't live. I mean, it's just, I guess because I have a heart. I guess I just don't know the feeling of having no heart. That's the thing. See, I have a heart, so people with no heart probably won't understand me, just like vice versa. That person has no heart, so I wouldn't understand, but I mean, I just don't know how people will live with themselves, man. If I ever killed someone, I don't know, man, I'll be a nervous wreck. I'll be, I don't know what I'll do, man. I'll go crazy. I'll be scared shitless, man. I don't even want to kill an animal, let alone a human. I mean, but then in ways, I'd rather kill a human than an animal. You get the joke, but I mean, you're the reason why that person went over the edge. And the crazy thing is, the bully's still making jokes. That should be a felony. I mean, like, that, how I look at that is the person should be arrested. Because you caused that person a living hell. You caused that person a living hell here. Life itself is a living hell. Life itself is full of stress and anxiety and depression and, knots in the stomach. And then you got to get some jackass that just adds more fuel to it. Just makes the fire burn more than what it already is burning in general. I mean, shit's already fucking steaming up. And now you got to get some asshole to make it even steam more. I mean, I say to myself every day, man, I can't believe this is the shithole I was brought into. And it's crazy the way the education system is. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's still a thing to today's fucking, like, this is something, if someone's an asshole, if someone's a bully, get expelled, get rid of the person. Never mind suspending the person, get rid of the person. A person toxic like that shouldn't even be in school. And school itself is a prison, but you get what I'm saying? Person like that should be disqualified, expelled, neutralized. Well, you get my point, man. Expelled. Shouldn't be in that building ever again. That's it. Plain and square. That's the only way you stop bullying. But that's the thing. It's like we don't go that route. It's like, I don't know I mean, I'm not in school anymore, so I don't even know what goes on in fucking school today, and I'm glad to not even know. I don't even want to, but I mean, it's just crazy, guys. It really fucking is. I feel bad for anyone here that's watching, I feel bad for anyone who's watching his videos that might be getting bullied in school. If you are, I do deeply apologize, man. I really wish you get justice somehow. I wish that douchebag that's picking on you gets expelled. Heck, gets his ass whooped, arrested, you name it. I wish it all on that person, but it's just crazy how we don't do nothing fucking about it, man. It's like we just accept it. I don't know. If we're going to keep just slapping it on the wrist it's going to keep happening. If we actually take action and get rid of the toxic person that's picking on the person, that's how you stop bullying. You're always going to get an asshole that's going to bully. But what do you do about that? Get rid of the motherfucker. Get rid of him. Arrest him, or just get him out of that prison, that school, that building, whatever you want to call it. Instead, they leave him. Oh, we're going to suspend him for a few days. Yeah, he's going to come right back and do the same fucking shit again. Or vice versa. Female bullies, male, but whatever. Just a bully in general. Toxic person, get rid of. Just like on social media, you could supposedly block an annoying person. Well, that should be the same thing with school. If there's a person that's constantly picking on a person, that person should be gone. Tell the teacher, address it with the principal, and the principal says, you're out of here. This ain't allowed in my fucking school. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, we just don't do anything about it. It keeps happening, and what ends up sadly happening, the person might just commit suicide because of just not being, just dealing with it every day. It's hard, and the person just can't take it anymore and ends it. Because of an asshole like that, whoever's being the bully. Fucked up, man. Anyway, guys, I actually got to get home, man. It's actually almost 1 a.m. now. But hopefully I will be uploading this when it's daylight. But yeah, I got to actually do some editing now. Well, I'm probably going to go to sleep now, to be honest. And tomorrow I'll probably do the editing. But anyway, guys, I do love you all, man. And, I hope everyone out there is hanging in there as best as possible. And if anyone's getting bullied, like I said, I do deeply apologize, man. I hope you get the justice you deserve. I hope that motherfucker gets his ass whooped. But, it's just crazy. But anyway, guys, I am going to let you go for now. Have a good night, and practice personal hygiene.